What's up, everybody? It's your favorite bat out of hell's favorite nerd, and today we are looking at TFC's Hellbat, and quite similar to the other one, the Kill Bison, in a lot of ways, just in terms of how he kind of feels and such. Comes with the breastplate. I love the breastplate look on this guy. I think it looks really good. But of course you can remove it. And before we start talking about the breastplate, he also comes with these two combiner hands, which I'm sure they're grateful for kind of just getting out of the way and not having to worry about repackaging. Both have this like metallic fleck finish, this gunmetal finish, which looks really good, and then the gold and silver painted on, which looks good as well. And all are fairly articulated efficiently, I must say. Nice design. Dig it. Just reorganized my basement recently. I have to do another cribs video. Has light piping in the back. It's a larger plate, so you get more out of it, but once again, I think the time of light piping is over. Head is on a ball peg. You get a fair amount up, a little bit down, and then side to side is fine. These little fins are sharp, so use caution. And once again, I wish it would have had some sort of accent. Like, it seems like they all have eyes. Like, I think that's a thing, like a design cue for this set, and I don't know why they didn't paint them. Whatevs. Torso, waist swivel, works just fine. Arms, well, we'll talk about paint. So, white plastic, blue plastic, red is the only accent on there. Shoulders, swivel, and then hinge at this other joint, getting you the full range. Shoulder articulation is pretty fantastic. And actually, this is a hinge too, so, you know, there's a lot you can do. It's pretty much everything but a butterfly joint. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow that gets you just about everything you could want. We got gold paint on the shoulder, and then this gunmetal paint on the blue, which looks really good. And then the hand swivels, and that's it. Same for the other side. Pelvis has this gold paint on it, and then these hip skirts move, which allow you to use the universal joint, which is a friction joint, which, you know, it better work well when it's in combine mode, because there's not a ratchet in there to keep it secure, which I'm okay with. But, you know, time will tell if it's efficient. Paint on the thighs this time, which looks nice, really breaks it up, adds a really decent look to it. Thigh swivels built into the universal joint just like before, except this one is even more limited, but it should be fine for most poses. Knee, super high again, but gets you 90 degrees on a single hinge. And then we have gold paint, red paint, silver paint, all looks pretty good, and this gray paint back here. Ankles are on a ball peg that's hinged, so you get this forward and back motion here, you get a tilt, and you get a rocker. It's not real, it's just for the toe, but you can fake it till you make it and he'll look fine. Kibble looks good overall. It's definitely a jet on his back, but it's not hateful. The only part that bothers me is the asymmetrical kibble on his calves. Asymmetrical stuff really irritates me. So it may not irritate you. You may be more artsy and take more liberties and like to express yourself. But me, I want that stuff to look the same. I like a uniform. So that's how I roll. But that may not be you. Now let's talk about the accessory, which is this fella. And the wings open up and the feet come down. And that is this guy. And this one's a little bit goofier, just in terms of design. Not as much into it. You do get the light piping again, which is absurd because I don't think you'll ever be able to really see it. And then the legs are on ball pegs, T-jointed, I guess. And then the wings flap, and you can get them all the way back to here. You got the gun bit that flips out. I don't know exactly what the gun is supposed to look like. I don't know. You can definitely hold it. You can probably flap it up like that. It's probably the gun. Something like that. But yeah, it's okay, I guess. So let's transform him. Same kind of typical unimaginative but effective hand transformation. Same on the other side. Open the panel, flip the hand in, close it back up, spin the head as soon as you can. That's just something that I'll forget later on. Alright, let's see what to do next. Oh, by the way, this does open here, and you can have, if you want the backpack to kind of be a bit more collapsed, you can kind of fold these pieces up and out of the way, and there's probably even a better way to do it to get it up underneath there, like that. I kind of like it with the nose cone intact, so that's how I choose to do business, but the option is yours. Alright, let's flip this around, flip these wings around. They pop off, so, you know, you're not locked in, so to speak. And there. And then this whole piece here is on a double hinge that comes down, and it can get out of the way a little bit. Now this piece here is a pain, but you have to come up and kind of rotate, get it around, and then tab it back in. And it's just clearances are just a little tight there. And make sure these are there. There you go. And that's thin plastic there. Just be mindful. Yeah. All right. Legs. Tuck the feet here on a ball peg on a hinge. So just tuck it back in. And then open this up here on the back, which allows you to combine or wars it together. Same on this side. You can turn that, tab those together. And then this piece comes down and locks them both together. Now this is where things start to fall apart. Bend that down. This will allow you to put the wing in place. Now the nice thing about the wings is it has this tab here that locks back into the side of the calves, and also, does it clip in there too? No, but it's pretty thoughtful. I feel like a lot of companies don't do stuff like that in order to keep wing stability, and it's pretty thoughtful. I like it. I dig little stuff like that. There you go. Now these. So this comes down, and then I think you want to have it, yeah, like this. Right. So gold towards you, and then this slot towards you. These elbows like pivot up, and then this all comes together and it tabs into like 100 places down here, and we'll just try to do the best that we can. Because it tabs into the calf and the wing, kind of securing everything. It's not the worst thing in the world to do. I don't mean it that way, but well, I'll tell you why I don't like it. So, same thing. Gold towards you. This slot towards you. And then, like that, peg into the wing. Everything's held in place. And then fold that up there. And there's this jet. And it's not bad. It's not hateful, right? It's fine. It does. You can attach the target master or whatever, the breast master, up underneath. You know, and I think that that's cool. You can open these up. I haven't checked to see if you can. Oh, this is rattly. It's a bit of a bummer. Now, nah, it ain't gonna work. And then you can fold these down here. These landing gear are cheap. They're just not well done. They're okay. They're fine, but they're not anything superb. But you do have to take this. Come on, girl. Off. Come on. $100, Mac. Okay. So, there. And he's fine. He's nothing to write home about, that's for sure. And I wish that, like, one thing kind of borrowing from Combiner Wars is okay, but, like, I hope that all of these don't borrow from Combiner Wars in terms of the leg engineering. Rolls like a champ on their cheap little landing gear, which suck. So let's just put it away before I get angry with it. Because, you know, I have anger management issues and I don't want to go back to therapy. New voicemail from Dr. Francis. Let's have a listen.
Hello, Mr. Skullface. This is Dr. Francis. Happy New Year. I haven't spoken with you in a while, and just calling to make sure you're doing well after anger management and that everything is going well. You know, we don't want you to get upset and have another fecal fiasco. Yes? You got so mad you blew an O-ring and there was feces. There was feces everywhere. I believe you got feces on your friend Sebastian. Anyway, I hope you're okay and the hemorrhoid issue is resolved as well. Give us a call. We'll schedule for New Year. I believe your copay reset though, so you'll need to speak with your wife about that. Thank you. Bye-bye. Avita Singh.
I don't know what he's talking about. I do think that the gray on the wings kind of throws me off. It's plain. It's so plain. Kidding, but it's a little lackluster. And the reason why I hate the elbow design is because I just think that that looks junky. You know what I mean? I should also mention that these come down. If you want them like that, I kind of dig them up. Like it looks like a bat or a fox or something, like a wolf. But the option is yours. So this bit kind of eats me up a little bit. But untab the arms, get them out of the way. There's stuff I like about this and stuff I don't like. I think you want to fold all this up and collapse it and rotate it around. And then this comes out like that, and then we'll fold these up. And then rotate this. Bring that out and around, and then I think there's you want to kind of, I don't know, I'll worry about that in a minute. And let's see, we'll collapse this, bring these around here. This I dig. These come down, right? I think. Yeah, and they plug in here. Same on the other side. I like that. And then combiner port out. Tuck all this in. And then let me see here. Oh, yeah, this collapses back onto here, I think. And then I don't know how this is supposed to go. See, you would think that this... Okay, that feels good. Tuck that back. like that. I think it's something like that. And then take this. I forget. Do they go like this? I think they go like this, right? I don't know. We'll do it for now. You can see that you have the option available. And I got other stuff I got to do today, so let's not take too much time. I don't know. This seems like it would all fit a little bit better, but I don't feel like it does. Alright, now I think that the instructions have it to be just like this. Which I think is going to look best, because I think that a lot of times with these combiners the arm ends up looking too long. But you can extend these and give it the Monkey Man look if you so prefer. And that's this. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about this. I think that like it feels like it should be okay, but it's not okay. But I guess we'll see. Oh, and these come out too. This is like a part of it, I think, in the instructions. Yeah, and that'll give it more of the elbow. Right. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool idea. I dig that. Final thoughts wise, there's a couple issues here, right? So the transformation from bot to jet is much better than Kill Bison. The transformation from jet to arm is frustrating, and doesn't feel super secure. I've also noticed that I think these are, like, a lot of the paint is really fuzzy on the borders. It's on here on the gold. You can see it. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that or not, but on the gunmetal to the blue there, I think you can see that. It's a little fuzzy. So it's not the best in that regard. And like it has more paint, I feel like, in robot mode visible than does Kill Bison. There's some more fuzziness on the back there, but it still isn't a very striking mold paint wise. The mold itself is actually fairly striking, but the paint certainly doesn't do it any huge favors. I don't know. It's if this was a $60 to $80 figure, I'd say, definitely to probably, but at $100, I think I just get the feeling that that's what we're going to keep coming back to with this set, is the price point. And the materials feel fine and stuff. It's just that price point. $100 is an awful lot for what you're getting here. But once again, the materials feel pretty good. Similar to Warbotron, just slightly not as dense somehow. I can't describe it, but like it feels like Warbotron plastic. It just doesn't feel like a Warbotron piece in a lot of ways. Sculpt and line work and all that stuff's there. The articulation is there. The knees are still a little bit wonky. And then the feet are kind of a cheat once again. The accessory is cool, but it's not as cool as the Kill Bison one, but the figure itself is a little bit cooler, so that's definitely something to be noted. And, oh my god. It's hard for me to recommend these guys. They're not bad, they're not terrible, but they're definitely not great, and they're definitely not $100. I don't know. Time's gonna tell. I don't see these selling out in a hurry, so we might want to wait and see how these shake out before we go in on this set, would be my suggestion. I'll review them as they come in, but I gotta be honest, I'm not feeling very optimistic. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, till next time, take care.